What's going on, guys? So today we're going to do a deck based on one of the new epic cards that dropped. And let's go take a look and see which card I'm talking about. By the title, you probably already know it is Gray Goo. So this is the new card here. It says, when drawn, if your deck has 9 or more science cards, 9 of your random science cards, wherever they are, lose 10 until played, and 9 of your random non-science cards, wherever they are, gain plus 10 permanently. So we are going to do a Carl Sagan Goo deck, is what I'm calling this build, because this card also wants to do 9/9. So it says if your deck has exactly 9 science cards and exactly 9 space cards, your science cards, wherever they are, gain plus 16 until played. We're going to get a nice -1 energy until played on our space cards. All right, so let's take a look at, we'll start with space cards first, I guess. The Tunguska event. When played, your opponent's cards, wherever they are, lose -7 until played. We are rocking Planet X. It is going to get a nice buff on 9 of our space cards, that plus 14 permanently, so why would we turn it down, right? Next, we've got the Veil Nebula, just taking advantage of a little bit of power per turn here, getting that plus 10 permanently. It does scale nice into the late game, and since this week our energy is capped at 20, right, no matter what, I wanted to take advantage of cards like Francis Crick that lose 1 energy because it doesn't really affect us at all right now. So that's kind of what I was thinking was let's splash in some of these cards like Francis Crick and Tungsten that lose energy, but it doesn't really matter, right? We're getting the full effect of the card and not the downside. So that's what I wanted to do. So I splashed in for a little bit late game action with Francis Crick and Tungsten. We've got Jet Car in the deck as well. Nice finisher. This deck does have a little bit of trouble with energy because I have a lot of expensive cards in the deck. So I'll notice you guys might notice some rounds I end up playing just 2 cards, or some turns I end up playing just 2 cards. So, but a lot of times I'm still putting down quite a bit of power just for 2 cards. I think one turn I did like 700 or 800 damage with just 2 cards at the last turn of the game. I was pretty impressed with that. Again, we already mentioned Carl Sagan here. We've got Doppler Effect, going to buff our science cards plus 30, and you get that -1 for 2 turns. And then obviously we want to try to play this card when we don't have any remaining science cards in our hand, so we don't get that -15 permanent debuff. Dark Web, we do have several cards in this deck that are over the 50, so we are trying to take advantage of that. Black Hole, for every non-space card, give your space cards plus 3 until played. Obviously perfect in this deck. Eris, another good card in this deck. When drawn, your space cards lose 10 permanently. But once this is returned, they gain plus 20 permanently. So a lot of permanent effects in this deck. This deck gets, like I said, gets very big towards the late game. Green Witch, meantime, again, taking advantage of that 86 base power with Dark Web. And it is a 3-drop, which is nice. Terminator, another late game card. This card's going to get really big as the game goes on. We've got Starshade, a card I've been really liking a lot lately. I don't know, something about it seems to play well. So again, if your deck has 5 or more space cards, 5 of our other random non-space cards, wherever they are, get that plus 15 until played. And then there's a potential to debuff our opponent's cards there. Matt Mons, perfect in this deck. When drawn, your space and science cards, wherever they are, gain plus 13 permanently. So this is going to be our hold card. It's going to sit in our hand getting buffs all game, and then it's the card we play at the very end. We've got Siege Tower, also giving ourselves a nice buff. Our cards in hand plus 32, and they cost plus 2 until played. So this is the reason right here why this card can be quite expensive at the end of the game, but it is getting a little debuffed along the way. Where'd it go? Something made it cheaper. Carl Sagan makes it cheaper. So as this makes it more expensive, that one makes it a little cheaper. So it kind of balances it out. It's not too terrible. Great Goo, we already talked about. That's the showcase card. And we've got Lobotomy, another cool 9/9 card. When drawn, 9 of your random cards, wherever they are, lose 20 for 3 turns. But when returned, 9 of your random cards, wherever they are, gain plus 20 until played. So good potential there for a nice plus 20 until played buff on 9 cards. And that's the deck, guys. Real simple. A lot of really just beefy, meaty, good cards in this deck, to be honest. And again, we want to try out Grey Goo. This card looks really good, actually. I think seems pretty broken. You're getting -10 until played, but then the others are getting +10 perm. That's pretty good if you get it down early. We shall see. Let's go take her for a spin, see what you guys think. I'm still down here in Trash Can Tier. I ain't been playing hardly at all lately. So much going on with the kids and the fam, just getting ready for a trip tomorrow. We are actually going to Atlanta. So we live in Jacksonville, Florida. We are driving up to Atlanta. It's about a 5-hour drive, and it's my wife and I's anniversary. And it's her birthday actually today, so it's kind of a double whammy. But we are going to go check out a Braves game. I haven't been to the new stadium that they've, I guess not new anymore, but stadium that they made years and years back. But as a kid, I was always a huge Braves fan, so we're going to go check that out, and hopefully the Braves can win. All right, what do we got? We got Terminator. Man, it's an expensive hand right off the rip, huh? Siege Tower did me dirty. All right, well, it is what it is. Let's, ooh. Do we want to do that? Do I want to get lobotomy back? Get that going. Yeah, let's get lobotomy going. I'm going to get, since it's got a negative effect, I need to offset it as quickly as possible. All right, looks like we're up against a pirate deck. The Pirate's Life for Me. What are we playing? Them's My Chickens. Oh, I remember that name. I think I was making fun of it not too long ago. So whoever that is, I apologize if I was making fun of your name, but Them's My Chickens. It's a pretty sweet little name right there. All right, what do we got? Let's, so we're saving Terminator, right? We need to play that on the last turn. Let's go ahead and drop Starshade and Siege. And Matt's our hold card, so we're not playing that. Yeah, Siege Tower on the draw right there. Whew, expensive. But I expected to lose round 1. Usually this deck does lose round 1. Sometimes loses round 2. And then from there, it's getting too big for them to handle. Hopefully. And then again, pirates can get pretty crazy too, so we'll see how it goes. All right, we want to get Terminator down, like we said. What else? Grey Goo? Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Go ahead and give him this round. We like I said, we didn't expect to win this one. All right. Get our Terminator discount. All right, round 1 is an L. Let's go check out round 2. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to go see the Braves play live. They got a good team this year. If anybody else has been keeping up with baseball, Acuna, I think I checked earlier today, he was like, I think he had the second highest batting average right now in the MLB. So, and he had more at bats than the guy in the lead. So that was pretty good. He's been kicking butt. Stolen bases, he's leading the league, I think, with 12. I don't know if he's stolen any tonight, so it could be more by now. We're winning. Yeah, we're winning here. Do we want to do tungsten? Start taking advantage of that permanent. But then again, debuffing also. Let's do the debuff. Take advantage of that. Start debuffing his cards here. Ooh, Flying Dutch coming in clutch there. Might have caught him up. Sure did. Ooh. It's going to be a close finish here. Thought I had this round. But now not so sure. $387. It's going to be questionable. Uh-oh. Oh, he got it. Dang it. Some good combos there. All right, well, we're going to try again. Need to win next one. Our deck is getting bigger, though. See if we can come back with a sweep. There's my Francis Crick. Let's go ahead and get this lobotomy back. Need to get that buff. Pirates, man, they're pretty nasty right now. Definitely liking them. No, not the baseball Pirates. I see what you guys were thinking there. Just because I was talking baseball don't mean I was talking about them Pirates. Them buckos. Was kind of upset to see O'Neal Cruz go, though. Wanted to see him play this year. Kind of wondering if I need to take Siege Tower out of this deck. It's almost hurting me more than it's helping me. So if you guys are looking for a card to cut here, I would think Siege Tower. We're up 140. Let's just do this. Let's keep the cheaper card in case we need it. All right, we're up 118. We do have Matt if we need to play it, but I don't think we do. Let's see what we draw here. That'll determine if we do or not. All right, we get our Terminator, so we can definitely play that. That seems pretty juicy. 495. He'll need 600 plus. I mean, it's doable. Let's see if he can do it. Nope. All right, we got it. This is about the time I think we start running away with the game. Let's see. Maybe. All right, there's our Carl Sagan. Get a nice little discount, a little buff. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do it like this. All right, this is going to be his. Yeah, I was going to say he's going to get a bunch of buffs here. We are sitting on Jet Car. There's our Green Witch. This might be the time to play Jet Car, actually. Yeah, let's do that. We're already up 40, so it's just gonna balance itself out. Surprised he played Dutch there. Guess he just wanted it out of his hand. All right, we need to get Eris back in. Thinking like this. We're up quite a bit. He's not playing 900 here, I don't think. All right. Round 4. Looks like it's ours. Went over and hung out with my buddy this weekend, yesterday. It was a pretty good time. We all kind of sat around, played some board games. I don't know if I mentioned it to most of you guys or not, but I'm a huge board game advocate. I love me some board game action. Have a massive collection. I want to say I have like over 200 board games. So I know just about, you name a game, I've probably either played it or own it, unless it's something super unique. But I have quite the collection. Constantly buying new games. I always thought, growing up that I actually had a buddy who, his family was super big into board games and just card games and anything you could think of. And I always loved going over there as a kid, and we'd just sit and play games for hours. And it was always so fun. Like, his family just seemed like they were like super into it. Like, they were all close because of it. So I always thought, man, I would love to do this with my kids as they get older, just have like a crazy board game night, weekend or once a week or something like that. And so as I got into college, one of my buddies, actually the guy I was hanging out with this weekend, he introduced me to Settlers of Catan. I know, crazy, right? The biggest gateway game of all time. And I got hooked on it. Loved playing Catan. And then I said, well, let me look and see what other kind of neat games are out there very similar to this. And that's what I did, and found a whole bunch of games that are just fantastic. So I just started slowly building up a collection. Before I knew it, I looked in my closet and was like, oh my God, what have I done here? And just had insane number of games. It's like blowing out my closet. I had to buy a whole nother bookshelf for games. Like, completely stuffed it full. Just games everywhere. But it just all started with Catan, man. I just actually shouldn't say that. My buddy and I, back as kids, we always played Risk too. I freaking love some Risk now. Something about that game. You guys got to let me know. Did you start with Australia, or do you go South America? That was always the debate, right? Everybody wanted one of them two most of the time. My one buddy was always huge on, he always wanted to try to hunker down in North America and just suffer all game doing it. It was always funny. But man, occasionally he'd get it held down and you're like, oh, when he did it, you knew it was just game over. All right, we're going to go try one more, see if it was just a fluke or if this deck late game is just a nasty, because it seemed pretty nasty after that. Once I got round 3, it was pretty much GG from there. This deck just outscales. You can see Plundering Pirates was putting damage down, but just could not outscale me. That little bit of power per turn was helping offset Jet Car, so that was nice. And you could see how much just the cards themselves were getting quite large. Several, like Francis Crick, were I think it was over 120 base power. It's pretty solid. Ooh, nice Doppler. Always love to see it. You love to see a good Doppler come down like that. All right, Jupiter Meteor. Them's my chickens couldn't stack up, Jupiter Meteor. Let's see what you got. Wonder if this is a real person or not. Let's give him a little crocodile lunchy symbol. He's rocking Anubis, so looks like he's doing power per turn. Going with the ramp. All right, we need to get Greenwich down so it's playing in the right slot. So we need to, you guys tell me, how are we going to get it back on turn 2? Should we play it here? Here? No, we play it here. You guys know. Come on. You guys know. All right, let's play Doppler so we can get, actually, I'm going to do it over here so it's with those other green cards. And go. All right, well, if this deck wins early rounds, I don't think he's going to stand a chance come the late game. I think we're going to be putting down way too much power for that power per turn deck to keep up. Just a hunch, but we'll see. Especially since I'm going to drop a little bit myself, just to kind of keep up with him. Boom, boom, boom. That should do round 1. He is still dropping the power per turn. I don't know if we can win round 3. I think it's GG. pretty much has to win round 3. If he doesn't, he's donezo. All right, let's see here. Definitely need to get Eris back down. There's our Siege Tower. Yeah, I definitely feel like I need to take Siege Tower out. It's just every time I draw it, I can only play 2 cards. So, for some reason, 20 I was thinking was just more in my head than it really is, but clearly it is not enough. All right, he's getting a little power there. All right, there's our gray goo. We like to see that. All right, let's see here. 11 plus 8, we can do that. So let's do like this. Get that jet card down now. Art Deco, not really needed this week. I don't know if he realized that. That would be a good one to cut from that deck. Because like I said, it doesn't matter. You're going to get 20 no matter what. Good timing on our Terminator. Definitely going to play that. Unfortunately, cannot play Dark Web with it like I wanted. Go ahead and do that. I think we still got this. All right. This might be an easy one for us. If he can't win this next round, I think it's over. Well, obviously it's over if he can't win the next round, but definitely needs to. He's at 180, up to 180 power per turn. So it's pretty strong. It's going to be tough to come back, but we'll see. Let's do it like this. Yeah, see, his power per turn just doesn't have enough base power. So that 180 is not that much when you think about it. When I'm dropping 1 siege tower down as for 180. All right, he's got 200 now. I'm going to drop 1 card for 200 here in a second. There's 1. So you guys tell me, what is better here? I think you know the answer to that. What do we think? Let's do Doppler. We don't really need Crick anyway. Yeah, I think that's going to be game. I don't think he's going to be able to come back from this. Puts us up 400. Yeah, he doesn't have enough raw power in his deck to combat that. So that's going to do it, guys. I could probably just play 1 card here, and I don't think he'd be able to win. All right, it's going to be GG. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. And as always, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Growing the channel. We're trying to hit that 1,000 sub mark. It's been kind of stalled out the last week or 2. Haven't really been getting too many subs. Occasionally I'll get one. Probably about 2 or 3 a day. Nothing crazy, but want to get, more like 10 a day would be sweet. So if you guys could help me out, I appreciate that. And I will keep making videos for you guys. But you probably won't see a video for a couple days. Like I said, I'm going to be in Atlanta next 2 days. So I'll probably do a video when I get back Thursday or Friday. So keep your eye out. Thanks for watching.